biggest difference that I observe is mainly on the maturity level of digital technology knowledge here, especially in Indonesia compared to other regions. So one of the example is in here, not many SME business know what CRM software is and how it can benefit to their business. So if we do campaign like promoting heavily on our features, it may not work well. So instead, we must do the massive education on the SMEs on why they should use CRM while positioning Zoho CRM as one of their choice of the CRM software. So if they get buy-in of the idea of using CRM for their business, our Zoho CRM also could be top of mind when they decide to choose CRM software. The regional marketing strategies still need to follow the global brand's positioning as well as the messages. So we need to ensure the consistency of Zoho brand around the world. However, we need to provide the local touch to set the right context. One of the example, audio podcast is more popular in US and Europe, but here in APAC, especially Indonesia, video podcast is more popular. So what we do as an example is we take the content from the global and then we modify the use case that fit with our region. And then we also engage with business influencer to help us promote all the content within their audience. So it was a big result for us because we can see there's a lot of engagement, also video views, and drive tons of traffic to our website. By then, we still can convey the same messages, but we add with the local touch, with the local context that fit better to our audience here.
So regionally, locally speaking, I think we had to identify the key feature rollout that matters, that are highly sought after, some of the key integrations that have worked, and then build a marketing story based on that. Now, I'll give you an example, right? The recent integration that we have with Zoho Sign, which is our e-signature tool, with SingPass, otherwise an application that is built by GovTech. This very integration itself is really highly sought after, so it allows the users to be authenticated before he or she signs the document. So everything is really safe and secure. It's very legitimate, all right? And this is actually one of the key local requirements, and we were able to build a marketing story based on that, right? That was beautiful. I think one more thing that truly stands out as a part of the strategy will be working with local accelerated programs as well as partners, as well as communities, as well as using their channels to reach out to SMEs and micro businesses alike, and just letting them know that, hey, we have adequate resources, knowledge, and materials available to sort of communicate the value of using technology, the value of transforming businesses. So that way, I think local partnerships works a lot better. That has actually proven to work a lot for the region in APAC as well. So that's where marketers can really come in, right? That's your superpower. So you have to be able to come in and identify these few channels and to really leverage on that to supercharge your marketing. So we're not talking about just local transformation, or we're not talking about just translation, but rather really a true localization. Another thing about Singapore, right? Since that's the country that we're based in, we have to understand that Singapore and Southeast Asia has always been positioned as a financial hub, as a trading hub. Healthcare industry, healthcare infrastructure is great, of course. And of course, if we were to create a story along the line of data privacy and data security to medical practitioners or to the medical field, what's really, really important is to acknowledge and to identify the fact that we are HIPAA compliant. So the very fact that we are makes marketing more factual. It puts us in the position where it is more advantageous for us. So marketing is definitely easier.
Any marketing strategy is decided after detailed market research. We plan activities that resonate with global audience yet have the cultural and regional nuances imbibed in it. Market research helps us understand the commonalities and the differences in culture and behavior. Then we move on to plan which segment of business to target, like say SME or enterprise, and then which mode of marketing works best in a specific country, and so on. For example, sending an email campaign or posting a content in social media is global. However, the right time to say schedule an email campaign or post a content in social media varies from country to country to gain maximum traction. Similarly, Running an out of home ad works differently in each country. Like, for example, say choosing an MRT station versus billboard versus a sports arena, etc. Another major aspect is to localize the content in native language to strike the right chord with the audience. Lot of such subtle and finer details go into the planning of marketing activities.
To resonate with a diverse global audience, it's crucial to emphasize on the universal benefits and features that address common pain points in various markets. At the same time, adapting the messaging, the imagery, and promotional channels to reflect regional and cultural preferences helps in enhanced engagement. Also, a thorough market research to understand local norms, values, and communication styles is an added advantage. Leveraging language localization, showcasing culturally relevant use cases, and collaborating with local influencers can further help bridge the gap. A flexible approach that allows customization based on regional preferences ensures that the marketing strategies are not only globally coherent but also resonate deeply with diverse audiences, thus boosting brand awareness on a global scale at the same time establishing a meaningful presence within specific regions.
Let me give you 4 points on how Mia market is different from the rest of the world. Number one, strong cultural and religious influence. Whether local or international businesses here are deeply influenced by cultural and religious sentiments. Businesses lay strong emphasis on fostering human connections and relationships as an essential business element. Point number two, language diversity. For instance, Arabic spoken in Saudi Arabia differs from what it is spoken here in UAE. It differs encompassing variations in dialects, pronunciations, writing style, and more. This significantly is also seen in other countries across the region. Point number three, market maturity. Technology adoption in every country may not necessarily mirror the other. For instance, Oman is currently digitizing its economy, whereas Saudi Arabia is pioneering and at the forefront of technology adoption, illustrating varying stages of market maturity in the region. Point number four, laws of the land. Regulatory authorities in most MIA countries have stringent requirements. Advertisements and communications have to undergo approvals from these respective authorities. Marketing content in such countries are subject to high scrutiny and sensitivity.
From my observation, Japanese customers are conservative to the new technologies like SaaS or cloud-based software such as Zoho. They often prefer to customize products rather than to change their current business flow or procedure. So, education or educational content would be needed. I would also like to mention that the English proficiency of Japanese business person is not enough. Since they are not so familiar with English UI or English product, they required full localization not only for the product but also for the web pages, help documents, and support.